Serving southern New Mexico, this is the award-winning KRWG-TV News 22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jay Ramirez.
And I'm Jennifer Hazlett.
And Hannah is next with the first look at weather.
Taking a look at our first look, we are currently looking at mostly sunny skies with a temperature of 75 degrees, winds coming from the south at 5 miles per hour, our humidity at 21%, dew point at 35 degrees, and our barometer reading at 29.84 inches. Now looking at today overall, we did have a beautiful day with that high of 82 degrees, just 2 degrees above our average of 80 degrees. We had that overnight low of 52 degrees. Now taking it back in time, in 1996, we had that record high of 91 degrees, and in 2001, a record low of 36 degrees. We did not receive any rainfall today, so that keeps our yearly rainfall at 12.89 inches. That's all I have for your first look. I'll be back to your national forecast later on in the show. Back to the desk for more news.
The Doña County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public help in locating a runaway juvenile. Leslie Gabriela Delgado was last seen October 2nd near the East Mesa area. She was wearing jeans, a red shirt, and a black sweater. She is 14 years old, 5'4", 140 pounds with dark brown hair. Anyone with information on Leslie's whereabouts is encouraged to contact Melissa Aguelo at 575-525-1911 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. A Dallas police officer and former Aggie football player is dead after being hit by a wrong-way driver Tuesday night. 25-year-old Jacob Ariano was on his way to work when his SUV hit by a sedan driving the wrong way. The crash sent Ariano's vehicle into another lane where it was hit by a tractor trailer. Officers say Ariano died from his injuries early next morning. An investigation into the accident found that the driver of the sedan may have been intoxicated, but the investigation is still ongoing.
Stay tuned. Hannah will be back with your national forecast.
But first, hugs, not walls. More on that when News 22 continues.
I'm Kath McCauley. Come sketch with me. Pocket sketching's a fun and easy way to learn watercolor, but in an art form that's totally portable, can be done in 25 minutes or less, and needs no setup or cleanup. You can do it, and I can help. Each show teaches techniques so you can quickly create your own sketches, unique to your personal experience. Learn enough to play for a lifetime on pocket sketching.
Saturday morning at 9:30 on KRWG Public Media.
Consumers today want a lot more information on just where their food is coming from and what's involved in bringing it from farm to fork. America's Heartland gives urban viewers an inside look at modern agriculture, your chance to meet the men and women on farms and ranches who play an essential role in delivering food, fuel, and fiber to our nation and the world. Real people, real stories on America's Heartland.
Saturday at 6 p.m.
Welcome back. You're watching News 22 Tuesday,
where news matters. Hugs Not Walls is an annual event that brings together families from the United States and Mexico that have not seen each other in years due to the immigration system. Participants are reunited for 5 minutes near the middle of the Rio Grande along the U.S.-Mexico border, where they have the opportunity to embrace their nephews, grandchildren, brothers, parents, husbands, and other loved ones. The event is taking place this Saturday, October 15th at 8:30 a.m.
Hannah is next with a look at the national forecast.
Taking a look at our national forecast, we're going to take a look at our nation's outlook for the weekend. We can see in the northwest, Seattle and Oregon, they're going to experience warm conditions this week. But here in the southwest, where we normally experience those warm conditions, we're actually going to be seeing lots of rain showers and thunderstorms. So just as Jay said, that drought, this rain today is going to be helping us out. It's going to extend through the Rocky Mountain Range and extending to the East Coast. Most of the East Coast will be experiencing milder conditions, but up in the north of Michigan, Wisconsin, and Michigan, they could be seeing their first snowfall this weekend. Now, on my next map, we're going to take a look at that rain outlook for New Mexico and Texas. We can see in the southern part of New Mexico, we could be seeing 1 to 2 inches from Sunday through Monday. But taking it to Texas, we can see in Odessa, Lubbock, and areas of San Antonio, that's where they can see 2 to 4 inches of rain. Now, on my next map, we're going to take a look at your temperatures for tonight in the United States. We can see Seattle at 47 degrees, Boise at 44 degrees, Dallas at 56, Memphis at 46, San Antonio at 60, 65, and in the borderland in El Paso, 58 degrees. That's all I have for your national forecast. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back with your New Mexico temperatures right after the break.
The Taliban, once insurgents themselves, are now in charge, and they're on the lookout for suicide bombers.
They simply cannot let the Russians through here, so they're hanging on for dear life.
These protesters have just found out that Sri Lanka's Prime Minister, Mahinda Rajapaksa, has resigned. It is a big moment for them.
We break stories from more places than any other international news broadcaster.
Hi, I'm Chris Cooper. Join me for the Family Plot, Gardening in the Mid-South. Each week, my guests and I tackle interesting gardening problems, from planning to planting to maintenance to harvest. We'll also answer your emails and letters and give you great tips so you can keep your family plots green and growing.
Saturday at 12 noon on KRWG Public Media.
Welcome back to News 22 Thursday. Let's go ahead and take a look at those current temperatures across New Mexico. We have Santa Fe at 62 degrees, Albuquerque at 73 degrees, Roswell at 72, here in Las Cruces 74 degrees, and in Deming 75 degrees. Taking a look at tomorrow, your temperatures are going to be pretty mild. We have Clovis at 79 degrees, Roswell at 83, Ruidoso at 81, as well as Las Cruces and Deming at 79 degrees. Now taking a look at our neighboring cities, tonight in Alamogordo, we have a low of 53 degrees and a high tomorrow of 80 degrees. Now taking it to Truth or Consequences, clear skies with a low of 51 degrees and mostly sunny skies tomorrow with a high of 81. Taking it to Silver City tonight, you should be seeing 52 degrees for your low and 80 tonight, or to 80 tomorrow for your high. Now taking it to the city of the Crosses, Las Cruces tonight, we should be seeing mostly clear skies with a low of 52 degrees and mostly cloudy skies tomorrow with a high of 81 degrees. That's all I have for your New Mexico forecast. I'll be back with your 5-day forecast at the end of the show. Back to Jay for more news.
And Victor Ferrero is next with sports.
Thank you, Jay. Coming up in sports, the Battle of I-25 is this weekend. You can toss that remote because News 22 Sports is next.
Kathy McCabe, host of Dream of Italy. In my Tuscan Sun special, I take you to Cortona to meet author Frances Mays and visit her home, Bramasole, made famous by the book and movie Under the Tuscan Sun. Frances introduces me to her adopted hometown. Join me for the Dream of Italy Tuscan Sun special.
Sunday at 6 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
I'm Lisa Steele, author, blogger, and fifth-generation chicken keeper. I live in rural Maine with my husband, flock of chickens, ducks, and geese, Winston the corgi, and Linus the indoor-outdoor barn cat. We moved to Maine for the peace and serenity. We wanted a simpler life and to step back in time where there are still corner stores and your neighbors still know your name.
Thursday at 2 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
This is KRWG-TV News 22 Sports.
Welcome back. It's time to kick it with Vic. The NMSU volleyball team is back on the winning column after beating their rivals Chicago State. The Aggies took the court and swept the Cougars in 3 sets, where New Mexico State's Molly Johnson and Marie Sharp led the team with 11 kills each. And as a team, the Aggies finished with their 3rd highest hitting percentage of the season, hitting .326, posting 37 kills on 92 attacks. Not only was the offense on fire, the defense was able to shut down the Cougars, holding them to an opponent's lowest hitting percentage all year of .018. NMSU will play California Baptist next Thursday in Riverside. Following a big opening win over North Texas last Friday, NM State will head to Colorado for a pair of back-to-back meets this weekend. The Aggies won their previous meet against North Texas 150-88. New Mexico State will open this weekend with a dual match against Northern Colorado tomorrow afternoon. This will mark the 9th time in the last 10 years that Coach Rick Pratt's squad will swim against the Bears. Saturday's meet will start at 11 a.m. You can stream both meets on UNC's YouTube page. And that's all for sports tonight. Join us for more sports action next week. Still ahead on News 22, Hannah will be back to take a look at your 5-day forecast.
I'm Lynn Elmhurst, a travel journalist with a deep passion for sailing the high seas. The spectacular scenery, fascinating ships, and maritime traditions you can only experience when you cruise. While the world was in pandemic dry dock, I dived into my library of footage to relive some of my favorite travel memories. Join me on the world's greatest cruises.
Saturday at 8:30 p.m. on KRWG-Public.
Empowering, transformational, and accessible, with modifications clearly explained, Indie Yoga is an immersive experience. Diverse classes take you through atmospheric landscapes and soundscapes, using your breath, your body, and your self-awareness as a tool to connect to something bigger.
Saturday morning at 6:30 on KRWG-Public Media.
Now let's take a look at our 5-day forecast.
Taking a look at our 5-day forecast, tomorrow we'll be seeing a high of 81 and a low of 54. For your game day on Saturday, make sure to go check out the Aggies as they take on UNM with a high of 83 and a low of 55. As we head into Sunday, we're going to see a 10-degree difference from Saturday, and from Monday, we're going to see a 20-degree difference from Saturday. So definitely Monday and Tuesday, bring out your sweaters, coats, and umbrellas. Back to the desk to end us off.
And that's all for News 22 Thursday. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Tune in next week for more news. I'm Jay Ramirez.
And I'm Jenny Hazlett. And from the whole News 22 team, Jay, Hannah, Victor, and myself, good night.
News Brief en Español is brought to you by Noticias 22, Spanish language news for southern New Mexico and West Texas. Noticias 22.
Hola, ¿y qué tal? Les saluda con mucho gusto Christopher Hernández con el breve informativo de hoy. La Policía Estatal de Nuevo México sigue investigando un accidente fatal, el cual involucra a un motociclista cerca de Alamogordo en el condado de Otero. La policía reportó que el conductor de la motocicleta trató de rebasar una camioneta Chevrolet Pickup. Lamentablemente se descarriló de la vía, estrellándose y perdiendo la vida. Se reportó que el motociclista de 39 años, Brian Steven Overlander, se encontraba bajo la influencia de alcohol. Y mire usted, en el Puente de las Américas, oficiales fronterizos detuvieron a un camionero de nacionalidad mexicana que transportaba 52 paquetes de droga, aproximadamente 128 libras de cocaína con un valor estimado de 1.4 millones. El suceso ocurrió el pasado jueves, donde oficiales encontraron la droga en el remolque de un camión mexicano después de una inspección de rayos X. Los narcóticos y el remolque fueron confiscados por oficiales. El caso aún sigue bajo investigación. En otras noticias, el evento histórico Hugs Not Walls regresará este sábado 15 de octubre a El Paso y Juárez para permitir que los niños y las familias fronterizas quienes no puedan cruzar se reúnan físicamente y se abracen por un corto tiempo. El formulario para asistir se encuentra en la página que aparece en su pantalla. Esto ha sido todo por mi parte. No se olvide de seguirnos en nuestras redes sociales, Facebook, Instagram y YouTube. Yo soy Christopher Hernández. Que tenga una muy buena noche.